The Numbers TV.
Be the shooter. Patty Bells, what's up? I see you. What's the numbers is adding up? It's a major decision. Subtract the cap from the facts and let you make the decision. The mother channels keep your brain all confused. You know the first blog you go for your latest urban news. What's the numbers, Mobb? You already know it ain't 100 if you ain't heard it from Pole Road. What's the numbers, Mobb? You already know it ain't 100 if you ain't heard it from Pole Road. If you like the content that What's the Numbers provide, first you hit the like button, then you gotta subscribe. If you like the content that What's the Numbers provide, first you hit the like button, then you gotta subscribe.
Pole Roll, I'm in the building. Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all go follow on Instagram, man. I'm going up on Instagram. Hold on, let me put that up real quick, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all follow it on IG. Let's go. We're in the building, man. T Mac, the GDs. What's good? What's good? Follow up. Yeah, I'm working. I'm trying, man. You know, summertime. I usually take off on the summer, but I'm trying to. I'm gonna work this summer on YouTube. I usually take it off to summer though, but we working, man. Brooklyn Red Hook. Shout out to Red Hook. No feelings, no emotions. What's the deal? Got some things to talk about, man. Listen, we've been covering this case from the beginning. We even covered Jeezy Moola before when he was dealing with his first federal case that he took 12 years for, right? Shout out everything by John K.I., the builder, City Boy Floyd. Yeah, hit the like button, man. You feel me? We've been covering that case. Then he got snatched up for the murder for hire. We've been covering that. I've been covering who been getting snatched up, the co-defendants and all that, right? So we got some more to add on to it. You know, recently, this came out right here, right? That the feds will be seeking the death penalty. Now, I know that doesn't mean he's getting the death penalty. You feel me? They could just be aiming for life in prison, something like that, right? I know. But this was filed this month. You understand? This is a new entry into the courts. You know what I'm saying? I got content. It's coming. NA, relax, it's coming. I just didn't get a chance to edit it yet. Stay focused. We're talking about this right here. Right? It says notice of intent to seek the death penalty. United States of America versus Dejon McBean, aka Jeezy Moola, aka Freeze. See, Breeze, what's the deal? Notice of intent to seek the death penalty. The United States of America by and through its undesigned counsel and pursuant to Title 18, all that code talk, notifies the court and Dejon McBean, aka Jeezy Moola, aka Freeze, the defendant, that the United States believes the circumstance of the offense charged in count 1 are such that in the event of a conviction, a sentence of death is justified under Chapter 228, and the United States will seek the death for this offense. Conspiracy to commit murder for hire resulting in death in violation. And so for all them people that was on my IG, which carries a possible sentence of death, who said there ain't no death penalty in New York and all this.
It's the feds. It's not New York.
It's the feds, exactly. For all y'all that was going crazy on my IG, man. Oh,
it's the feds, bro.
It ain't this. It's abolished.
Because I'm gonna tell you. Remember, I think when we talked about that hit on JT, right? Remember when we talked about the hit on JT that time with the dude?
Yeah.
All right. One of JT's co-defendants on his first case was Emil Dixon. I think did we do some on Emil?
We spoke about him on a couple lives.
That's probably the last time in New York City, because Emil Dixon got the same thing that's happened to Jeezy Moola. They had intention. They intend to seek the death penalty on him too. And
out of New York.
Yeah, his case was out. I mean, his case was out of New York. Yeah, it was out of New York. It was multi-states, but it was held in New York. I forgot who was the ADA then. Like that person's big now. It's a lady too. I forgot her name, man.
Yeah.
But, I think she got caught up in some Trump shit or something too. I don't know. But she was the one that tried to, to get a death penalty on Mill. That's probably the last time prior to this.
Wow.
So that means you got to really be doing some real rugged, rough, raw, bad shit for them to want to, take your life, a life for a life, man.
So there you see it, y'all. All right, that's the paperwork.
No, they're not. And if he get the death penalty, he's not going to Terry Hutt or ADX. They don't kill you there. They kill you in Marion. So if he get the death penalty, he's going to Marion, Illinois. That's where John Gotti was at.
But I thought Marion was like a medical or something.
No, Marion is a regular. It's a USP. But that's where they killed you at too.
I'm on the ADX, man. If
he gets the death penalty, he's probably going to Marion, bro. He's going to be on death row.
He ain't gonna get the death penalty.
Huh?
He ain't gonna get the death penalty.
If he was to get it, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna go to death row, and death row is in Marion, Illinois.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. But let's get to some.
He's going to ADX though. Oh, you can see the comments on the side now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some shit. Okay, they stepping it up.
Yeah.
They stepping it up. Kobe Irvin was good. Brian G.
So Batty Bills. He is innocent until proven guilty. Let's put that out there.
Yeah,
all crimes we talking about are alleged. We reading from paperwork and things of that nature. All right.
Facts.
Let's get it.
So it'll take like 30 years, sometimes longer for them to put him out. I mean, you can fight it. The federal government hasn't executed nobody in a long fucking. I don't even know when the last time.
Well, let's get to this. This is how the case came to be. Somewhat. This was the early stages of everything that happened. We're gonna get to this right here. This is some paper when he the grand jury, whatever, right? It says Assistant U.S. Attorney, Lieutenant, do you know Mr. McBean? Yes. He been in MDC for about a year since they closed MCC down. And you searched his cell on December 29th, 2023. Remember, the thing with Chinaman happened on Christmas Eve. Remember Christmas Eve and Christmas Day or something like that? So this is about 4 days later. You searched his cell on December 29th, 2023. I did it. It was my duty. He said, I was my duty. They didn't want to let us in. They didn't want to be handcuffed. We had to do it. Inside, we found a broken up cell phone. They had been trying to break it up while they blocked the cell door. We also found a bag of marijuana. What was his demeanor usually? He was usually calm, but on that day, he was worked up. Is this a copy of his disciplinary record? Objection, relevance. I'll allow it. Yes. In MCC, he denied it was his. Then this in the MDC. Would you have searched himself? The tip came not from law enforcement, but another inmate? Yes. No further questions. This is what they found in the cell.
Where's the weed at?
I don't know. They might have smoked it. Who knows? But this is where they found it. It says one destroyed Apple iPhone with assorted connecting devices. So I guess that was too brolic to go in the prison wallet. They ain't have enough time to put it in the. You feel bad? So they're trying to break it. They're trying to destroy it, is what the police is saying. 7:16 p.m. Contraband recovered. Mark Waiters, DeJean McBean. All right. Y'all see the iPhone, the charger, headphones. All right.
Damn. Mm-mm-mm. That young boy he is the definition of a YN crash out, man.
What you mean? He get money. What are you talking about? How
But he crashed out in jail, my nigga.
He got girls. He's sending girls Chanel's from jail, my nigga. He's taking pics in Dior sweatsuits in the can.
I'm saying, but that's cool. He's a crash out, my nigga.
He's a legend.
He's not no fucking legend. He's an idiot.
What?
He's an idiot, my nigga. He's an idiot, nigga.
You wild.
That nigga's an idiot, nigga. How you gonna turn 12 years to a fucking life sentence, my nigga? Like, come on, from jail, nigga. He's an idiot, my nigga.
Hold on.
I know plenty of niggas that caught bids in jail.
Okay.
I ain't never seen no nigga. Like, only niggas I seen that really do some shit like this nigga is a nigga that already got life.
Without Jeezy Moola, there's no Pop Smoke, Daddy Bills.
Oh my God.
He started the woo. He started the woo with Canarsie. Jeezy
I don't
Moola.
believe that, nigga.
He started the floss. The woo with Canarsie is because of Jeezy Moola.
I understand.
Pop Smoke is a Jeezy Moola baby.
Oh my God. Nah. I'm not going for that one.
Pop Smoke said it himself.
What I'm saying, that still don't got nothing to do with Jeezy Moola being an idiot. It don't got nothing to do.
Why you say hold on? Because he allegedly standing on business, you calling him an idiot?
Ain't no standing on fucking business, nigga. What are you trying to show and prove, nigga? Even some of the toughest gangsters niggas, like, yo, my nigga, come on, bro. Come on, my nigga. Come on, son. Where's the Ed Lover? Come on, son. Come on, son.
Bro.
Come on, my nigga. That nigga's an idiot, my nigga. It's no way. Come on, son. It's no way. He's a flossy legend. Nigga, I don't know too many legends, right? Like, I'm gonna give you, like, I'm gonna say Pistol Pete is a street legend, right?
Which Pistol Pete?
Roll
The
out.
one that made all the blacks lock in, or
that's super cap, man. That's cap.
What? Hold
That's
on. Which Pistol Pete? Shout out the real Pistol.
I'm talking about Pistol Pete roll out, nigga.
Okay.
The original Pistol Pete, not the carbon copy.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, like, he was a shot caller from jail too. You know what I'm saying? Back then. That's why he's at ADX. You know what I'm saying? But like that nigga, like Jeezy Moola, like a lot of these niggas that tell you that got big sentences, they was already facing life sentences. This nigga got sentenced to 12 years, bro. He got sentenced to 12 years. You about to turn that shit into a whole fucking either death penalty, either he gonna get the gas chamber or lethal injection, or he turning this shit to fucking life in prison.
You know what's crazy though, B? Hold on. It's bigger than just Jeezy Moola. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it did.
You know who this is? You know who this is?
Who, that's Dolly?
That ain't Dolly.
That's Trophy Wife or something?
Shout out to Dolly. She follows the Instagram now. I guess she's in tune with What's the Numbers. Shout out to her.
Who was that?
That's Trophy Life.
Trophy Life or Trophy Wife?
Trophy Life.
That's his girl?
Nah, that ain't his girl. That's his like A&R something. She was like a record label. She worked at a label. You know what I mean? But he had things going on, right?
Yeah.
And the feds caught whiff of it. And she snatched up right now. No
she
bail.
Got snatched up recently.
No bail. That's what I'm saying. Let's just count the people. Right? We got Jeezy Moola. We got Chinaman. We got Clarissa, who passed away. Rest in peace to her. She has a kid, right? Who's now motherless. She has a motherless kid now because of the situation, right? That's 3 people. That's a kid that's affected. That's 4. We got Trophy Life. We got Miss Chin. We got Pacavelli. That's 7 people, Batty. Right now, that's either dead or in jail.
That's what made me think, like, yo, is this nigga sending people out the source from jail or something? That's how he was eating. Like, he had the source, he had the phones, so he could go on the, you know, and he was sending niggas the source from through the telegram or something.
Telegram is mentioned. Hold on. Telegram is that he was definitely communicating with the Telegram according to the feds. We're gonna get
saying, but like, well, did he have like the source for the shit that he's really into? Like he was sending niggas like,
he was sending the lake Chanel's and chains. Talil, the streamer, stole his last girl, Jay Critch's sister. Now he got a new joint. He about to marry.
Oh, Jeezy Moola?
Yeah, from the King.
Jay Critch. Jay
Critch. Hold on, Batty, 1 second. Hold on.
138 people in the building, the like button, hit the share button, man. But I still think this nigga's an idiot, man. That nigga's an idiot, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And I'm from Brooklyn. That nigga's an idiot, bro.
All right, I'm back. Let's get it. So that's Trophy Light. Be her real name. Let's get to that. Matter of fact,
is she from Brooklyn?
She from. I think so. Hold on. Let me see something, Batty. Let's see. It's free, y'all. We ain't getting no super chats, no cash apps. Do we get some likes? Is the likes? Let's see what the likes is saying for. Hold on.
146 people in the building too, man.
31 likes. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button, man.
Y'all, and y'all be looking at these other niggas. Y'all be hundreds and thousands of people in there. Come on, show us some love. Yo, we the first niggas to talk about this shit. You dig?
Hit the like button, man. We're gonna keep it going, man. It's flowing along. The show flowing along, marvelous. Hit the like button.
Gotti in the building.
I'm in the building.
I'm surprised the rat that brought him down, Kyrie Alley, ain't in the building.
Oh, he DM me. Shout out. He DM me. Shout out to him. He DM me.
Kyrie Alley.
I'm gonna hit the spliff real quick, Batty, while the likes. Give him a couple minutes to get the likes right.
I'm gonna like the spliff then.
All right. Yeah.
Lennox Road Post said biggest cornball in BK history. MOB said I'm here.
Come on, man. We ain't talking about the same old, man. We giving y'all different content, different topics.
Definitely. Like I said, we the first ones to talk about this nigga with the death penalty shit, man. Nobody else said nothing about it.
Oh, y'all want to hear about Kobe, Shaq, and Michael Jordan one-on-ones they was having in them hotel rooms. That's what y'all want to hear about.
Kobe, Shaq, and Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you ain't hear about that?
What you mean? One-on-one.
Puff was Mike. The Punisher was Shaq.
Oh, all right.
And Shorty was Kobe.
Which one? Oh, fifth joint? Daphne?
Yeah, fifth joint.
She was. Why would you say she's Kobe?
That's what he said. I didn't say nothing. Don't put me up in that. Don't
Who said that? Who said that she was Kobe?
Your boy, Brother Love.
He said, "Drug dealer baddie tonight. I feel the energy."
Brother Love. That was his nickname. They was role playing.
The Punisher didn't have Shorty too.
That was some different one. I just said the Punisher.
Oh yeah, that was the nigga Sly or the nigga.
Yeah, that one.
Sly.
And it was the rapper. You heard about the rapper? The rapper she flew out with the rapper.
Yeah. Who was the rapper though? They shouldn't.
They saying Kanye or Rick Ross.
And they watched the nigga fuck another. They watched that nigga Sly smash something.
Yeah. You feel me? Let's see how many, like 50 likes. Come on, y'all. Y'all get us over 50. Y'all get us over 50. You know what I mean? Show moving along, man. Come on.
Yeah, and I might come to New York next week, man. The motherfucker go out there for the Diddy trial. I might come out.
I'm going down there for the verdict, I think. I'm gonna be down there for the verdict.
I'm going down there I might go down there and get some content while I'm in the town, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Come.
All right, let's get to it, man. Let's see. Let's get to it. Hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, Instagram. You feel me? Super chat, cash app. Show some love to the channel. We out here working, man. You see it.
Niggas choose prison and not getting death penalty is just a good narrative. The cracker that went crazy in Buffalo ain't get a death penalty. But see, it's the thing about it. Jeezy ain't a cracker.
All right, let's get to this though. Hold on. Let's get to this, B. Let me get to this real quick. Right here, you see the paperwork, right? I'm gonna zoom in so y'all can read it, but y'all see the paperwork, right? Department of Justice. This is against United States versus Jalissa Bartholomew, aka Trophy, aka Tactical Mommy. You heard? The government respectfully submits this letter. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Yeah, all right, we good. The government respectfully submits this letter in opposition to defendant Jalissa Bartholomew's request to be released on bail. As further discussed, the defendant played a significant role in a plot to murder and intimidate a victim in December 2023, which resulted in the murder of Clarissa Burgos, who was only 28 years old and sitting in victim one's car. The scheme continued in June 2024 as the defendant again played a role in helping McBean obtain a broadcast a video on social media of a brutal slashing of victim one at the NDC. Following these incidents, the defendant engaged in a campaign of destroying evidence, obstructing justice, and that's all redacted. Hold on. I'll let the people be.
So man, like she is like I don't understand. This is what kills me, right? That material that's made in China that we didn't all figured out because of the tariffs. All this design is made in China. You know what I'm saying? Material. That motherfuckers is moving for material, bro. They moving for Chanel's. They making moves for Chanel's and chains, my nigga.
Hold on.
And the Chanel's is made in China. All of the designer is made in China. So the same shit that's on the ground in Chinatown is the same shit that's in the stores.
All right,
and
listen.
You motherfuckers is making moves for some shit that's not even fucking like yo, I'm gonna send you a Chanel bag. Go do this, do that.
That's what happened. Let me read this last part though. As a result, there is no set bail conditions that can reasonably assure the safety of the community or defendant appearance in court. Factual and procedure, whatever that says, background. Counts 2 through 5 of the superseding indictment charge defendants with cyber stalking, resulting in death, life-threatening bodily injury, serious bodily injury. That's the charges. What else you got? Count 2, participating in conspiracy to destroy records. Count 3, falsification or destruction of records. Count 4, obstruction of justice. Count 5, 2 carries of statute maximum. Count 3. So basically, she got the murder right here, the cyber stalking resulting in death. You see all that. So that's who this is right here, yeah. All right?
Cyber stalking resulting in death. That's what she got charged with?
That's count 1.
Cyber stalking.
Yeah, then she got conspiracy to destroy records and but the top charge is cyber stalking resulting in death. Right?
And Jeezy wasn't even fucking her?
I don't know. I think that was I don't know. Right? Then we got this one right here. This is another page. This is page 4. You can see at the top.
It is all made in China, Luella Bella.
So remember that.
Made in China.
Hold on. Remember that Remember that video they showed? Code 33 showed it on his page with Chinaman getting jumped in
the joint.
In MDC. That's the clip right there. And then right here you got.
He's the one that Jeezy had somebody else in the joint that recorded it.
She got it, or she helped them obtain it and post it. Right? I'm gonna read it though. Efforts to obstruct law enforcement's investigation. Based in part of the events described above, law enforcement began to investigate whether the defendant would have probative evidence of these crimes in her electronic devices and residence. On July, so they basically ran down for her phone. July 23rd, y'all. Remember, this happened December 2023, Christmas Eve, Christmas of 2023. So this is over 6 months later.
She still had it on her phone.
Law enforcement agents approached the defendant in her apartment lobby in Brooklyn, where they served her with a search warrant for all personal electronic devices in her possession and immediate effects. Law enforcement agents seized the defendant's cell phone. The defendant was also served with a grand jury subpoena. Law enforcement agents took the cell phone to an NYPD computer lab in Lower Manhattan to be unlocked and downloaded. To date, law enforcement officers have been unable to access the data in this phone. As a result, law enforcement agents executed redacted for the defendant on September 4th, 2024. While in the apartment, hold on. Executed for the defendant. What defendant though? Is this a different defendant? Is why it's redacted? Is this person ratting or something?
Maybe.
Executed a redacted for the defendant on September 4th. I don't know. While in the department, law enforcement agents saw in plain view evidence of Bartholomew's connection to an intermediary that had been responsible for sending payments. Listen, y'all, check it out. While in the apartment, this is the evidence they got against her. While in the apartment, law enforcement saw in plain view evidence of Trophy Life's connection to an intermediary that had been responsible for sending payments to Miss Chin in December 2023, as well as multiple cell phones. All right? Based in this part, huh?
So what does that mean?
They got her some kind of connection with a person that paid that paid Miss Chin. Miss Chin was the girl that was in the car with
the
China.
car was shorty.
That got locked up also.
So she got a connection to somebody that paid Miss Chin.
And gave multiple cell phones, it says.
They gave Miss Chin multiple cell phones?
That's what it says.
In the joint or outside?
I don't know. Right? Then it says, hold on. Hold on. Screenshot. Well, based in part on this evidence, law enforcement agents obtained and executed a premises search warrant for the defendant's residence, which resulted in the seizure. So they came to her crib now in September. They ran down on her in July for a cell phone. They couldn't get in. So now
they get in the cell phone?
Nah, it says right here, it says to date, law enforcement officers have been unable to access the data in this cell phone.
So they don't got nothing on that then.
Oh, listen, hold on. So then in September, they executed a search warrant, right? That was the other search warrant right here. In September, they searched the search warrant at the crib contained compelling screenshots. All right, the raid, which resulted in the seizure of a cell phone. The Bartholomew.
She was hot. She should have got rid of everything after the first incident.
Hold on, listen. Contained compelling screenshots showing that on the date of the prior search warrant, on July 25th, 2024, the defendant tracked the location of the cell phone to the NYPD computer lab in Lower Manhattan and attempted to remotely erase all the data from the device after it was seized. Both of the screenshots below were created in the early morning hours of July 25th, less than 48 hours after the Bartholomew July 24th cell phone had been seized by law enforcement.
Bartholomew is Pacavelli, right?
No, Trophy Life. So she went and tried to wipe the phone remotely. She must have had some program on her phone or something. But then she screenshots her doing it, B. And when they run down on her in September, they see the screenshots and the screenshots got a paper trail. They got the time it was taken and everything. Yeah. So they relate that it was the same day that the feds took her first phone. You understand?
So she
tried to wipe it remotely, and they still not able to get in the phone. So that's where the obstruction of justice charge comes from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where the obstruction of justice charge comes from.
That's crazy, yo. That is crazy, B. That's crazy, man. She got a device, but she could wipe the phone remotely.
I guess she has some shit. They
said C Weezy was hitting her.
C Weezy was hitting her?
That's what somebody in the chat said. C Weezy was clipping her. Old baller, 821. And then it said, show the video when she met Jeezy and why she was so interested. There's a video of that? Where's the video, Kevin Paygood? Send the video. Send the video.
All right, listen, I got another. Let's read this one. Hold on. So y'all see, this is another one. Yeah, this is page 9, right? I don't know. They sent me a bunch of different pages chopped up. Like, I don't got it straight through. I'm about to get an account on that shit, though.
Okay,
yeah. I tried to set it up, but it had some other shit going on. But anyways, finally, the nature of the defendant's participation in the charged crimes should give the court substantial reason to doubt her willingness to comply with any conditions of release intended to prevent flight. They say basically why she can't The government intends to prove at trial, listen up, y'all, that the defendant was regularly communicating with co-defendant Jeezy Moola through a series of contraband cell phones while he was at MDC.
That she was regularly what?
Communicating with Jeezy Moola.
Yeah.
These communications included an episode in 2024 where the defendant assisted McBean in obtaining a copy of the video of a brutal slashing and stabbing of victim 1 at NDC. Moreover, when law enforcement executed a lawful seizure and attempted forensic examination of the defendant's cell phone, the defendant obstructed law enforcement efforts by attempting to remotely wipe the contents of the device while it was located in a secure forensics lab in downtown Manhattan. The defendant has clearly demonstrated a willingness to obstruct justice, and they say basically why no reason she shouldn't get out. Now I'm gonna read the second part. The defendant is a danger to the community. To begin with, the defendant is charged with extremely serious offenses, including her participation in a cyber stalking scheme that resulted in multiple shooting targeting victim 1, the murder of Clarissa Burgos, and the posting of a video of victim 1 being brutally slashed and stabbed at NDC. Although the defendant is not believed to be one of the shooters who pulled the trigger herself, she facilitated the plot by paying for a car for Harris, Miss Chin, and Burgos to meet victim 1. So that's exclusive info right there, y'all.
So Burgos was with Miss Chin.
They saying Rissa was with Miss Chin.
She wasn't with Chinaman.
It says she gave the plots, paid for a car for Miss Chin and Clarissa to meet Chinaman, and
so
provided.
She might have been in on it too then.
Nah, because why would she set herself up to get killed? Just sit in the car. That don't make no sense.
But was it other shorty in the car too? Miss Chin?
She got out the car. Baddie, where you been at?
I remember she got out the car.
And then the shooters came up and shot the car up. Maybe she just knew and was trying to get the threesome pop, and they was trying to say what was supposed to pop off that night or something. But then they were saying Clarissa was pregnant.
Yeah. He said Cabriali has the video of when she was fanned out.
But listen, let me finish this. Listen. Paying for a car for Miss Chin and Clarissa to meet victim 1 and providing a $1,500 payment to Miss Chin. She backdoored this nigga and gave her whole life away for $1,500.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Huh?
That's L. I'm gonna ask you this: which one is worse? Is her for the 1,500 or Daphne for the 10 bands?
Daphne still got freedom, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Miss Chin is looking at. You feel me?
For 1,500, bro. That's like 1,500.
That's a good night. That's a good night at a popping little lounge, just club or something. That's a quiet night at the strip club. You can't even do much.
That's an outfit, my nigga. That's a nice pair of sneakers, a nice pair of jeans. That's an outfit, bro. Let's keep it a buck. That's an outfit, my nigga.
All right, let me read the rest of this, though. Damn. Additionally, the defendant is charged with participation in conspiracy that destroyed evidence. We already know about that. Let's see what else. The defendant committed these crimes largely through use of electronic devices like cell phones. She used encrypted messaging applications like Telegram to communicate with her co-conspirators, including with McBean, who she knew was incarcerated at the MDC during that time frame. The defendant's participation in these crimes, along with her brazen attempts to try to adjust law enforcement, basically why she shouldn't. These concerns are not merely hypothetical. Just 1 month ago, an Instagram assisted law enforcement account linked to Carl Smith posted an explicit death threat to a visual suspect. Oh, that's about Pacavelle. We're going to get to that too. That's about Pacavelle. That's next.
Below pennies on a penny.
That's
not
next.
Even good money. Yeah, you're right.
That's next. So my thing is this, though, B. Why is these females playing these grown man games like that, though? Like, why is they out here setting niggas up, the fat game? Like, what's going on? Like, what was...
The world is fucked up right now, dogs. It's a cold world.
Like, and you feel sorry if this comes out to be true. I'm not saying Jeff, nobody, we're not talking about wishing jail or nobody, nothing like that, right? But like you said, crashing out, like Jeezy Moola crashed out and all that, right? If they get the worst, the short end of the stick at the end of this whole situation, can you feel bad for them or sorry for them? After like look what they allegedly had taken place, like what they got going on, like y'all doing this stupid ass shit, and then Batty look,
diabolical behavior,
and then Batty look, they building the case while they investigating the murder, right?
Yeah,
they add and counts to the indictment 6 months later by posting Chinaman getting cut in jail and all that, and communicating through each other through Telegram. They added more counts to the indictment, not thinking they already hot. Allegedly for the murder, these niggas is still, and you know what?
They commit crimes inside. That's
relative. Listen, all to what, right? To show the public that Chinaman soft. When guess what? Most of the niggas in the street niggas already knew that Chinaman was soft off of shit. He had situations getting robbed here, getting beat up here. It's some shit that been going on. So you trying to prove something that a bunch of these niggas already know. You doing it for what? Like you doing that to Chinaman for what? But I got the reason they said for what it was over. Before we get to Pacaville, we gonna get to that real quick. Allegedly, do you know who this is, B? Let me ask you real quick. Let me ask you if you know who this is. Let me ask you. See if you know who this is right here. You in tune with this guy?
Ain't it Zay Osama?
Yeah, where he's from?
Chicago.
He's from Chicago?
He's from Chicago?
Yeah, so he got locked up out here. Remember with Dawn beat the case for him, but he got locked up in the Uber and all that?
Yeah.
All right, Isaiah Osama, right? Chicago. So now people reaching out to me, right? They like, yo, bro, your channel official, but that's not the reason why him and Jeezy are beefing. Say it's a whole different situation. Hold on, let me get it. I got the screenshot. Let me find. Oh, matter of fact, I got it right here. Matter of fact, I got it right here.
That's what crash out cut.
So check this out, right? This is why I put a question mark on the title. If you read the title, it says the real reason Chinaman versus Jeezy Moola beef started. Question mark. So here we go. He said, I'm gonna tell you why Chinaman and Jeezy fell out. I told Kyle why, but he still decided to go on his YouTube page and say that what he wanted for clicks. Chinaman is my real blood brother. Him and my cousin Zay Guapanese went to Chicago, got set up. My brother found out little Zay Osama had something to do with it. My brother told Jeezy to take care of that because Osama caught a case in New York City, so he was locked up with Jeezy. Jeezy got cool with Osama. That's why Jeezy last IG pic is with him. When my brother saw that pic, that's when he started going at Jeezy. That's the facts. Now, while I would say this made a little sense, I'm not saying it's true, is that everybody was saying that Jeezy did that because Chinaman got his mom's beat up or posted a video of his mom's fighting and all that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, that don't make sense because by the time he posted that video, they was already beefing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was already beefing by then. That was like towards right before he got shot. And other people had already posted that video. I seen that video on other people's page before I seen it on
with his mom. The shit with his mom.
Yeah, the shit with his mom's fighting.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why I'm like, hey, maybe. Kyrie Alley in the building. There you go, right there. Yeah. Right? And but because they did have a history. But my thing is that you do all that. So I guess he felt justified when allegedly he was doing what he was doing. You understand what I'm saying? Because boy was playing.
I mean, because it seemed like, all right, if Jeezy was his man up until that point. Like, so Zay Osama came, so Jeezy, I don't know if he was in jail. He might have, but it was cool up until that point.
That's what the guy said in the DM.
So when he's saying that when he seen Jeezy, like, taking the picture with the nigga, that's when he started going out like, damn, this nigga That's supposed to be my man. You gonna fuck with a nigga that set me up?
Oh yeah, that's where they're going with it. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where they're going with it. You know what I mean?
I don't think Jeezy let niggas book him. Jeezy probably was in jail when he was doing that play in Chicago.
Yeah, he just got booked. They say he got booked by Zay Osama, had something to do with it. So then out of nowhere, Zay Osama falls.
Zay Osama lied to him in Chicago.
No, listen. He's saying Zay Osama has something to do with it, whatever. Then just so happens through life, Zay Osama finds himself in MDC Brooklyn after catching a gun case in New York. So he's saying that he reached out to Jeezy locked up there. He got all this power. Like, yo, get son touched. Next thing you know, he's posting pictures with him with their arm around. They kicking it in the can. Yeah. So that he's trying to say Chinaman felt the way after that, and then started going at Jeezy. Even though his situation wasn't really with Jeezy, because Jeezy ain't lining him up, but you know how it go. You know how this Instagram shit be.
Leave the streets alone, man. If you young out here, you a YN, like you in that age range, man, leave this shit alone, man. Ain't nothing good coming out of this shit, man. Trump ain't gonna be here to give you a pardon. Like you niggas is gonna be going to Venezuela or somewhere. You feel me? It's a whole new fucking world, man, nigga. It's gonna be robot COs, nigga. Robot COs. Like for real, my nigga. Get a job, go to school, get a trade. You know what they say? It's gonna be a shortage on electricians, my nigga. By 2030.
They ain't trying to hear that shit. Daddy Bills, they want to scam and
you
got 220 people here. Don't be putting them to sleep preaching all this other shit. So they don't want to hear that. They want to have switches on their guns. They want to ride around with the lean, the za. What you talk about right now? Pooh Shicey's on. They not trying to hear that, but nigga. Say that for the choir. They want to hear about what they want to hear about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard that song. The song, I think you played it. Ray was talking the new song shit. They redid Nelly shit.
Yeah, style. Oh, how I about to catch a hummer. Yeah, they want to hear shit like that.
That's what they want. This is what you say. This is all they want to do.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen. Like I said, you trying to say he goes out as the top crash out. I'm saying he's going down as a flossy legend.
He's not. He can't be.
What you mean?
He's a fucking crash
out. A Soundview legend. He's the same thing as ADX.
He's a crash out. You know why? He
ended up with ADX and Jeezy Moola ended up.
Why? I'm gonna tell you, he can't be a legend because I'm gonna name some legends because these niggas.
Is Pistol Pete a legend?
Who?
Pistol Pete, Rollock. Is he a legend?
He's a legend in the streets, yeah.
And he's an ADX. So if Jeezy Moola ends up out there, why can't he be a legend? He's in the same place as Pistol Pete, Rod Diggs.
Pistol Pete ain't move. Pistol Pete ain't move. Pistol Pete did not move like this nigga. Let's keep it a buck, my nigga. Like, all right, let's I'm gonna keep it a buck. Pistol Pete had a lot of rats. Hey, look, Pistol Pete had a lot of rats on his case. A lot of rats.
So Jeezy Moola, they saying got a lot of rats on his case.
Nah, but see, the thing about it was what I'm gonna tell you.
To me, like they say everybody's telling on Jeezy allegedly. Everybody.
I'm talking about as far as this is concerned, right? They got phone, like this nigga on the phone in jail, my nigga. They got phone shit with him. So he did it to himself. You see what I'm saying? He did it to himself, bro. He did it to himself. How's he a fucking legend when you doing it and you got 12 years? Pistol Pete was facing life already. He was facing life, nigga. Like, this nigga had the chance to come home and see the light again and get money again. That would have grew his legend.
What?
Because I ain't no way, my nigga. I'm a hustler. Ain't no way I'm going to turn 12 years to a fucking damn near a death row sentence, my nigga. Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't even got a job,
nigga. IG, you know what? This Balenciaga fit, this picture is gonna live on forever. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
He's gonna live on forever. He got good pics. That's what he's doing it for. The clicks, the likes, the
trash,
views.
nigga.
Huh?
Why is he a legend? Look, I'm gonna tell you, the legends is home, right? Like Ken Do and fucking.
He did 30. He might do 30 and come home.
He ain't gonna do nothing for this. Them niggas ain't listen. Like when we looked at Prince, ain't had no murders on his case. All these niggas, they were non-violent offenders. They have murders. This nigga got a murder on his case. That's why you think Rod Diggs ain't home, my nigga. He got a body on his case, and there's a girl with a baby. Come on, you bugging? Let's keep it a buck. That nigga's a crash out. That nigga's a crash out legend. Crash out legend. That's what we gonna start. He might be leading the race. He's a crash out legend.
Batty, you'll never have a pick like this. You're jealous.
I don't want to pick like that. That's an indictment. I've been doing this too long.
You're jealous of the pick, Batty. Let's be real.
Listen, you can't listen. You can't. Ain't too much shit you can do in jail, bro. But eat honey buns and fucking top ramen, my nigga. You might get a couple good meals in here. You got pulled with the police and all that shit. But you can't. Nah, I like freedom. I done been on that side before.
But not with picks like this in the world.
I don't give a fuck. That's an indictment waiting to happen. I was taught bad boys move in silence, man. You don't expose your hand.
Bad boys.
Not him.
You talking about bad boys? What you talking about? What you talking about?
Hey yo, somebody said this. I mean, it's a little off topic, but do you think Big would have somebody tried? And the other day,
we're gonna give 10 minutes of Diddy at the end, but pause. But
like while it's up here, but the other day in my live, some nigga said Big would have been at the free throw.
Come on. They glorify and they chose Prince. When everybody starts seeing Bread, the whole floor seeing how much of a bozo he was. Damn. So now the floor ain't claiming the originator of the Woo. Without Jeezy Moola, Woo, there's no Pop Smoke. The Woo chain Pop Smoke had none of that. He's not Woo back, Woo baby. All them hits, they don't happen if Jeezy Moola don't bring the Woo to the floors. Let's talk.
90 is the king of the fucking floors, nigga.
He been in jail just as long as Jeezy Moola.
He had a name before Jeezy Moola.
Come on, no, Jeezy Moola's getting way more bread than 1090.
I'm talking about bread. I'm talking about on the street for getting busy.
All right, but come on.
Jeezy Moola wasn't known for.
They both locked up for murders right now.
Huh?
Shout out to Scrap. I done talked to him in the DM a few times. He locked up fighting a homie. I think he's about to go to trial.
Yeah, it's co-defendants one, right?
Co-defendant beat it. I think they're picking a jury right now. So he's a flossy legend, you saying, but Jeezy's not?
I'm gonna tell you, he had a name for getting more recognized for getting busy in the streets. Jeezy had a name for getting money. You know what I'm saying? But
what's wrong with getting money? When is that frowned upon?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, but like
you want to be the nigga crashing out, a nigga getting money.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. A nigga that can get money, right? A nigga can get money and can make moves and move how he moves shows a certain level of intelligence. You feel me?
For sure.
It shows a certain level of intelligence. So that intelligence dissipated by the moves he was making because he became at a point in time he thought like, oh, I'm bigger than the game and you're not bigger than the program, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're not bigger than the program. So then he got lopsided thinking. So that's how he's a crash out legend. You know what I'm saying? Because at a point in time, I said, when you getting money, it shows a certain level of intelligence. He was too intelligent to allow this to happen. But then it became a fun dummy.
Baby Bob was good.
You know what I'm saying? Became a fun dummy because he got fixated on all this fucking social media illusion.
Nah, you wild. You trying to say you really trying to downplay his legendary status.
He said Jack Patty just feel like he a dumb criminal point. Crime is crime though. I mean, dog, it's a lot of people that have done certain things that like he tried to do that have gotten away with it.
Look at this pic though. You got Jeezy facing life. S. Dot dead. Rest in peace. Melly dead. Mook life. Fuck it. Who else? Max Millie just came home. Shout out to him. Who else? Look at this shit, yeah.
Look at the odds, man. Look at that. Code 33. Show that to Billy. Like,
Jeezy wanted to be Rich Mafia, but couldn't. He was a widow getting robbed by the floss mom. Then once 2016 came, he started bringing the wool around that already existed.
And Rich Mafia was them niggas. With Nunu and all them niggas. Them niggas, like, really? They was the first, like, young clique niggas of scam niggas, man. And Nunu could rap. That nigga could really rap. You know what I'm saying? He could really fucking rap.
They said Batty is Jeezy hater. It's not about being a hater. It's about
Jeezy, my nigga.
Seeing how the story played out. Seeing how the story played out, it's hard to celebrate it. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, my nigga.
I said how you really feel like, and they feel like they crashed out. My thing is this: having 12 already, right? Having 12. Listen, y'all. Having 12 years, right? If this happened in the 90s when there wasn't no social media and all that, this doesn't happen, right? So he's locked up. He'd already been locked up for like 6-7 years. So he was on the backside of his bed. He was gonna be home sooner than later, right? So instead of just disconnecting from the internet, as far as you post your pictures here and there, but as far as trying to have phones in the feds and be hitting people on Telegram and putting plays together, doing all that, instead of doing that, he should have just fell back and locked in on the jail. Sell some fucking K2 in the can or something. You want to make some money, right? So you're doing all this extra shit that's giving the feds a way to jam you up. And now you beefing on Instagram with a nigga that you started out in the game with. It's like when y'all started out, if y'all could hit the fast forward button and see both y'all niggas locked up right now, shorty dead behind this dumb shit, y'all probably would try to think differently. Damn, we shouldn't go down that route. It was stupid. That shit make no sense. Allegedly, if this shit plays out to how the feds are saying it's going to play out, this shit was just none of this shit was worth it at all. You did all this shit for nothing.
There's no way in the world, my nigga. I'm turning 12, right? 12.
Yeah, you should have just disconnected at this time.
The fucking death row or life.
Should have just did his time, bro.
Nigga, there's no way, nigga. I'm chilling. Now, you heard what Trump is about to do in September, my nigga? If you got 5 years or less and you on outside or low custody, my nigga, they sending you home with house arrest. He trying to close all the camps down.
Because he ain't telling Jeezy about Nunu and Tommy. Kid, that's why they want to be so bad.
And he was a repeat offender. That's a fact.
He said clout or drug is never worth it unless you get away with it. And the people that get away with it will never know.
He got tricked out of his spot. I swear he's a crash out legend. He might be leading the race.
He said Jeezy went from 12 years, 11 years he would have served, now facing death penalty. The feds gave him so many chances. He was a repeat offender. And his crimes graduated, right? They got him as first checks, then, instruments and all that shit. Then they got him for some more bank account shit or like fraud, the checks through the post office and all that, some shit. And now then you jump to the shooting, right? The assault, the gang assault and all that.
That's what the real right niggas.
Then from gang assault, you jump to murder for hire. It's like it should just elevate every time. Like you just didn't know when to just fall back. Like, and some people gonna say, oh, he's innocent, and he might be innocent. We don't know. But he's still to go through all this shit for what? For some Instagram fame?
And nigga, it wasn't like you could fuck any of these bitches. You in jail, nigga. What you trying to keep them fucking ready for you when you come home? Nigga, you could have just chilled out, my nigga. Your name was gonna speak for itself. You could have just chilled out, did your 12, came in home, had mad leg, got to the bag. Or you could have been in a joint staying low, making plays, eating. Living.
Nah, but he still got it. Hey, you tripping. You heard?
He went in when they had iPhone 6s. Oh, shit.
You heard, Batty? He still got the leg. You tripping.
He ain't getting no leg in fucking jail, nigga.
No, I say he still got the leg, though. He still got the leg.
Like, I'm not talking about that, but he did all of this and wasn't getting no leg. Like, it wasn't like he gonna get some action in jail, nigga.
But he still got him.
I mean, he might still got him. Yeah, I'm not saying that. But, they might communicate with him. He's not fucking nothing.
What you mean? It's her right here. Look, you see the bio. You want to see the? Let me put you up. I gotta. Here,
He's not fucking. I'm talking about in jail, nigga. In jail.
What it say? The biggest to ever do it. Fameless, not nameless. Free Jeezy Moola. You see her, B? This is his shorty right here. What you talking about? Because of those pictures. You know how he got that? Because of those pictures. Sending the Chanel's home. Shout out to her. Lay. She hollered at she on the Instagram. She said free Jeezy Moola in the comments.
Who is that?
That's his shorty.
That's the one he about to get married to.
Yeah. Ain't nobody ripping them buns. You crazy?
Oh my God.
It's like y'all bugging out. Ain't nobody ripping them buns.
You believe that?
What you mean?
In this day and age, you believe
he got
that?
The biggest woo to ever do it besides Pop Smoke, Batty Bills. Let's be for real.
Yo, my nigga, you was bugging, son.
Who's the bigger woo than him? Besides the Brownsville woo. I'm talking about Brownsville woos. I'm not talking about Brownsville woos. I'm talking about Flossie.
Who's the biggest woo?
Who the bigger woo besides Pop Smoke?
Scrap.
Come on, bro. All right, let me ask you this question then, Batty.
Scrap 1090, the biggest woo.
Let me ask you this. If the number one busy man and the number one bread getter was both going to be locked up, you knew this going in. Who would you rather be? The nigga that got busy and got locked up for the body, or the nigga that got money?
The nigga that get busy outside.
You rather be the nigga that got money, right? At least you got a couple dollars while you was free, right?
But the nigga that got money is eventually gonna need the nigga that get busy, because the nigga that get busy is gonna keep the wolves off the nigga that got money.
You just.
I'm not making no excuses for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making no excuses for nothing, but I'm being real with you. The nigga that get busy, because it's a lot of niggas that get money that may not get busy, but that money is they way.
Come on, baby Bob. Why would she cheat on Jeezy Moola, man? Think about it. He's sending her Chanel's home, icing her out. Why would he do that? Why would she do that?
Why would she do what?
Let somebody else duff the buns out.
That's my nigga. She's a broad, nigga. That's what they do. Nigga, what the fuck? They do it out here when you in the streets. What makes you think like, yo, she gonna neglect that itch? Come on, man, stop it.
Damn, you disrespectful, boy.
I'm just being real. Look at these thirst traps right here, my nigga.
Thirst traps?
Look at the picture right there in the middle, right there.
That's a thirst trap?
I ain't to say, but like, it ain't a thirst trap, but that's provocative.
That's how these ladies dress nowadays.
Okay, all right, then. All right. You said it. All right, not me, you said it. That's how they dress.
I'm lying?
No, you're not. That's how they dress, B.
Right, but shout out to her, man.
But I'm telling you, bro.
I'm just saying, listen, only a legend.
So a nigga.
Only a legend can pull joints like that from the can, Batty. That's what I'm saying. Only a
legend can pull. For this generation, maybe, man. But their definition of a legend is not the same one that we growing up accustomed to. When you want to be like, you're talking about the streets. So nah, that legend is not the same. That's what I'm gonna say. That's my 2 cents on that. That legend is different. These young niggas painting fingernails and shit nowadays, bro.
I'm not trolling, but I'm saying if John Gotti, if Rod Diggs, right? Free all these brothers, right? Who else? Give me some more. Who else? Sherm the Worm. If all these dudes could be legends, why can't Jeezy Moola be a legend?
He's a crash out, bro, because he had 12. Like I told you, them niggas was already in fighting cases that was giving them life. They ended up with life sentences.
He got locked up because he rapped about it in a song, remember?
Yeah, right.
Remember? They said they snatched Rod Diggs because he told about the murder gang you killed from a hospital bed and all that in his rap song. Remember that? And they used his lyrics in his court. They played the lyrics in court. So that's not crash out activity?
he was out in the streets. When he was rapping, and according to him, it was fiction. He was just telling a story. You know what I'm saying?
The B400 in the building.
Al Mal said, bro, all it take is, he said some real shit. Bro, all it take is money. And if a nigga better in bed than you, don't mean shit. Don't mean shit. Well, boy, if Young Classic was alive.
Let me ask you this. 20 years from now, 30 years from now,
yeah,
what will be remembered like when the people bring up Jeezy Moola? What would they remember?
This dumb, crazy, stupid shit here. How he turned 12 years to death row or life sentence. This dumb shit.
About he was the 16-year-old in the Porsche and all that.
They go back, but by that time it's gonna be a 12-year-old in the Porsche, and then by the time 30 years from now, it might be a 12 or 10-year-old in the Porsche. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a nigga that already blinded his life, that outdid him. It's gonna be a nigga that's dealing with M's and he like 8. You feel me? So like, let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
You saying that's what they're gonna remember? Like this dumb shit, basically. Turn this fucking 12 to life into a fucking life bill.
And it's a short legend. Like he had how long a run did he have after he was 16? You know, how long a run did he have?
That was his best run. That's 16 to like 19. After that, he started going to jail.
Now. So then he went to jail, came home,
went right back to jail.
How long was he home for?
Probably like 8 months, 9 months.
You know what I'm saying? 8 months, not even a year, right? And he's back in the joint.
No, he did that one, then came home again, and then went back to jail. He came home. He got locked. He had a good run at 16. That's when he was coming out with all the I-8 when it first dropped and all that. That's when he was trending upwards.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? He started getting the designer clothes.
After like Rich Mafia though. This is let's keep it a book. The Rich Mafia niggas was doing that shit before he was.
Bread Gang, Rich Mafia, they was doing it before.
They was doing this shit before he was.
Yeah. From what I remember, he was out before.
He was pulling up to like adult clubs and in the mix at nighttime, like on some other shit when he got the light though.
But listen, he had a good run, right? His best run was like that teenage run. That's when they was doing the little Miami trips. Real Right was trending. They was trending upwards.
Yeah, definitely.
Then he got locked up for I think some check shit or whatever they had. He did a little bit. He came home. He grounded it up. Got to protect. I remember. Got to protect. He was in the Casanova Don't Run remix video. All right, let's find that real quick. This is when he gets locked right back up after that for the protect, doing some check shit for the protect. After that, he gets locked up. He comes home again. That's when he drops the that song. Like when he gets out, he dropped that little song, that clip and all that. When he got out and hopped in the sprint and all that. Then he gets locked up again, and from there it was quiet for him. That's when he started catching all those cases from the King. It was quiet. But I don't know. Y'all talking about he going. I still think people going, remember his name, man. Now you can fake watch and fake all the way. He was jealous of New Money.
17 Porsche. Kai had the Mozzie. New Money had the CLS. It was young niggas. They was going uptown. This is when all the other boroughs wasn't really on the scamming shit, and like Brooklyn had a stronghold on that shit. Like niggas was still selling drugs. I mean, a couple niggas. I ain't from us. So I remember back in the day, boy, like when we was going to the V and all that, like the scam game was ran by the Blaylocks, bro.
Yeah.
The Blaylocks controlled that whole shit.
But look what niggas turned it into, bro. This shit is starting gang wars now. Like,
Yeah.
niggas don't know how to get money and just chill, my nigga. Like,
but it's shit. Yo, these niggas watch too much Menace to Society and Paid in Full, and like I'm telling you, some of these niggas was raised by The Wire and TV. Like Jeezy Moola wanted to be Marlo, man, but he ain't moved like Marlo. Like these niggas imitating Jamie Hector, man. That's Marlo. That's his real name. They imitating Hassan Johnson, my nigga. You feel me? This is what they seen, and they try to portray it because they ain't really seen. They ain't never pitched a dime. They might have bought some weed here and there, try to do some, but they ain't never been out here really in the trenches, taking serious penitentiary chances. In the kitchens with joints, and motherfucking boxes of baking soda, cooking joints.
Nah, they wasn't into that. They was into scamming, getting fast money, bro. The niggas was doing different shit.
I'm talking about what I said, but this is what they seen. I'm talking about this is what they seen. Like that game wasn't the same at that time, so this is what they seen. So they seen the movies of like when LL played God and the definition of a shot caller. So this is what they, this is what they portrayed, and then maybe some people around in their neighborhood. But like I said, this dude right here is the definition of a crash out legend, Jeezy Moola.
Damn, you kicking this back in.
I'm just telling the truth, my nigga. If you don't like the truth hurts. If you don't like the truth, what they say, you can't handle the truth. I'm telling these niggas in this chat the fucking truth, my man. There's no way in hell. No way in hell I'm turning 12 to a motherfucking death penalty, nigga. Or life sentence. Nigga, I'm seeing the light of day, 12 years. Shit, Trump back in office. Get the fuck. Like he said.
So what about Trophy Life? What about Miss Chin? What about them? Pacavell?
They are all in order. Bong, bong, bong. Crash
You
out.
think they're gonna tell?
I mean, I don't know. They may not be Tyler Burgos. That's who we gonna hold to the golden standard. They may not be Tyler Burgoses. You feel me? They may not be her. So it's a rare few that can walk in the same light.
Should Jeezy get Dawn?
Dawn, I don't know if Dawn, listen, Dawn might not even take this case. It might damage her reputation. She would be like, I'm money hungry now.
So who's a bigger legend, Batty? Jeezy or Chinaman?
Neither.
Come on, bro. You hating, man. That's what I don't understand.
Oh, no, they're not. They can't be, bro. They ain't in the same pedigree. I'm asking you gonna hold Jeezy in the same pedigree as a Lou Sims? You gonna hold Jeezy in the same pedigree as a Kendu? You gonna hold Jeezy in the same pedigree as a Lou Hall?
Jeezy's a bigger legend than Kendu.
Yeah, are you bugging, nigga? You are bugging. You are bugging.
What?
You are bugging, nigga. You was tripping. Like, you was tripping, dog. He ain't Jeezy, I'm gonna be real with you. Jeezy seen money. He ain't never see Ken do money, nigga.
You wow.
And the run?
Kendu never had to protect, bro. We're gonna keep it real.
Huh?
Kendu never had to protect. He only had big chunky jewelry.
You know what? Kendu had properties. That's different. Niggas had real estate, dog. What Jeezy got?
He was in a Rolls Royce, Jeezy. We talking about?
He rode around in some rented shit.
Oh.
None of it was in his name. We all seen Catch Me If You Can.
That's crazy.
Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Just like the little young nigga said, what's his name, Quando Rondo, when he said about the legends from our era versus their era. You heard what he said? Did you ever see that?
What he said?
When he was talking to, who was he talking to? And he said, like, no, he's talking to Big Bang. He's talking to Big Bang. And he said, you know, the thing about, like, my generation and your generation is that your generation did shit like y'all were property and, like, and he said that how these young niggas is go and they don't have shit to show for it.
I beg to differ though.
What does he got to show? Pictures?
What does he have to show? They're gonna live on forever, bro. It's etched in time.
Other niggas living on forever too, but they free now.
Yo, who you said can do?
Yeah, can do from Brooklyn.
And you don't got no videos like this, Batty. Let's keep it real.
You know
Check
what?
it out. Check it out.
Broke niggas is sick. This how I pull up on niggas. This how I pull up on niggas. Niggas sick. My niggas sick. What niggas mad about? What niggas mad about? This what the fuck niggas mad about? This what the fuck niggas mad about? Look. Me Mr. B come outside, 80K on me, big belly truck. This is the shit I like to do. I'm doing the shit I want to do. Don't worry about nothing, just gotta be back in the city. These niggas talking that bad stuff. Looking to see if he iffy.
Come on, Batty. Let's be for real here. What we talking about? Legendary status.
And that's that. Honestly, honest to God.
Yeah.
Honest to God, right?
Uh-huh.
That's fronting at an all-time high.
80K? What you talking about?
80K. That's front. So
you know how many free calls he could have had with 80K?
Listen, all right, but what can he do with it now? That's what I'm saying to you, bro. Like I'm saying, all right, these niggas. Like said, I'm gonna give you a prime example, right? This came out your mouth during the live we did, right? We talking about Prince party, right? You talking about Prince, man, all the minks and like that nigga come home. Now that's what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this nigga did 30 something plus.
Hard 30 something.
Hard 30 something plus.
Yeah.
Hard 30 something plus, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Actually.
Came home and ain't miss a fucking beat, my nigga, because you know why?
Why?
Them niggas made him like same thing. Let's go to Southwest T, right?
Okay.
Came home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't miss a beat, right? What was he? He was pulling up in the same shit that Jeezy doing.
He did a hard 17 though.
Hard 17. Yeah. Did he turn his 17 to a life sentence?
Nah, he got his 30 down to 17.
All right then. He got his 30 down to 17. And came home to something, right? Allegedly, rumors may have it. You know, it's a couple of companies that he might have owned before he went into jail.
Factual.
You feel me? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the kind of legend. Like when you show a certain, we just got through talking, we dissecting it. When he was in his teenage years, he showed a certain, like if you get money and you move in a certain way, you show a certain level of intellect.
But what about the thing about like what about the thing like everybody just ain't gonna make it, B? Sometimes it was just written for him to just this how his story supposed to play out. Maybe that's just how you know what I'm saying? The universe wants to be.
He's the own cause of his own demise. He's the cause of his own demise, my nigga. You could have just kept it with the rats or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, all right, my nigga, like who are you trying to prove a point to? You gonna wait till you got home and seen this nigga China.
That's a fact. I agree with that. I agree with that one. For sure.
It wasn't that serious, bro.
I can't debate that one. He definitely could have waited. Nigga might have been out of here by the time he got home. Look, he's in the can right now. That shit probably would have never been on his menu by the time he came home. Honestly.
Facts. Like I said, in September, if you got 5 years or less in the feds, and you on low or outside custody, they sending you home on house arrest, man.
Now, this is the last time he was out.
5 or less non-violent offense, man.
This was the last time he was free, right here. This was the last video. He said he was a killer, but he froze on a drill. Was he talking about Kai?
Yeah, it may be. That's a drill Kai was talking about?
I don't know. Kai said he let it go, though, so maybe not. Listen, that music lives on forever, man. We still listen to Tupac and Biggie to this day.
I mean, they legends.
He said, "Tell he froze." I think this is crazy in the chat.
The night really hit too much time to wait, man.
Yeah. He said, "Kai hit that innocent man." Y'all crazy.
I was the one who shot that night. Tell he froze.
Look at the comment right under. Kai hit that innocent man. It's fucked up.
On Essex Street, shaking my head.
Kai
was with that with Real Right and all of that thing.
Yeah, he was on the drill that night when they shot the wrong person. That's the one he was going to tell on.
Oh man, Kyrie. Oh man, son.
I'm out, man. I'm out.
Kyle got the bad aim. That's what they saying.
Nah, he sent them, and he sent them. It was the wrong. It was a mistaken identity type shit. Nigga sent them on a goose hunt with the wrong identity. Yo, leave the streets alone, man. Y'all hear this shit? I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh, man, but leave the streets alone, man. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Here's a trick. Here's a piece of advice, y'all. If you in the streets, it gets you a long way. You know their first mistake? Ain't nobody supposed to be able to send you nowhere when you in the streets.
That's a fact.
You go where you go. You understand what I'm saying? That the second you go because somebody's sending you, that's when you're gonna crash. That's when anything go wrong. Yeah. So that take you feel me? You move out. You move on your own accord. You be your own boss in that shit, man.
You're already fucked up if you're doing that. If you're doing it with somebody else.
Yeah, you can't be taking no orders and direction from nobody else, man.
Yo, if somebody else sending you, declare yourself a fun dummy. Just say like, yo, I'm a fun dummy. I'm a fun dummy. Declare yourself a fun dummy. If somebody's sending you.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be real with you. If somebody paying you and they giving you shorts or whatever you think is, because ain't nothing to me worth it. You doing shit for $1,500 for an outfit? You desperate, my nigga. This is what I'm gonna tell you, and this is probably bad advice. Nigga, if you willing to go do that for $1,500, man, go get a pack, nigga. Go get a pack and stand on the block, nigga.
Some Bitcoin, go on the dark web and get you some pieces, man. Do something.
Do something.
Or go and get you a job. You need to do that.
That's the first thing. Because if you willing to go do this for $1,500,
he ain't even knocking it down. The nigga in jail. She doing that for a nigga that's not even hitting it every night.
$1,500?
You know what I mean?
$1,500 is not even some people's rent, my nigga.
That's a fact. Well, we ain't get one of these in a while.
Yeah, yo, it's Coco Bread had to use wifey account to watch.
Shout out Coco Bread Chris supporting. That's support, man. He even supported from his girl account.
Yo, Coco Bread Chris gotta get a wrench. He got a wrench?
He got a wrench.
All right.
Coco Bread had a wrench.
Chinaman could have matched that. You right. Chinaman could have fucking tripled. They was free.
Yeah, baby ball. That's how you doing them? He said no one but his block will remember him.
Yeah, can also.
Damn, y'all doing them like that? I'm gonna show y'all why you can't.
I know one of the best to ever do it in the scam game. He out here living life.
But he done did some time. He did a hard 7. He did a hard 7.
Yeah, but he out here living life.
Don't act like he ain't do a hard 7, pause. Like,
but you know what it is? He out here living life.
But listen. When he got the best ever.
He came up in a different era. This era is fucked up, nigga. This era right here is fucked up, my nigga.
He got the best rule chain ever, Batty. Come on, what we talking about? Check it out. Legendary status. Look.
Who that, Elliot?
Come on, man. 80s man. Look. Bust down Cube. He could win money wars with that chain.
Because I know front, like he was doing it before TV and them too, though.
Whose name we kept hearing, Batty, during the money wars? Whose name we kept hearing in the shadows?
They talk about Jeezy.
So he not legendary?
As far as that goes, my nigga, as far as the scam game and all that, young nigga and all that. But like he's a crash out legend, my nigga.
He said that chain still in the jewelry store.
It probably is. I think he got indicted before he could cop it.
Yo, what's wrong with y'all niggas, man? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all niggas be bugging.
Now Casanova was home when he was out, so when Jeezy was home, Casanova was home. Just around that time, like I don't know, was 6ix9ine home then too? Or Jeezy Moola was in jail when 6ix9ine was out moving around.
Jeezy Moola has been in jail, bro. His 20s was in jail, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. We about to get up out of here, though, yeah.
Overall, he told on him. So, and his life is predicated off his life while doing life. Kyle said his girl was pregnant, so he told Kyle father. Nah, Kyle, I talked to Kyle about telling, man. I had interviews. It's on the channel. Ain't it on the channel?
Yeah. I don't want to make this live too long, so I got some playback value. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building. Your boy Diddy is going. The defense is chewing the witnesses up, B, but I don't know. They're like they still trying to get them out of there, but we're gonna wait.
I'm gonna tell you a point that you made. If this is the truth, if KK turned state on him, that I really thought about that. You had me thinking like she could corroborate, like, but a conspiracy. You know what I'm saying?
It still feels like to me though, B, even though with all of everything, it still feels like we basically been just open during the whole trial. We just been inside the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? It's the freaky shit he got going on in the bedroom is all we really been in tune with. Like,
and how he's treating women.
Yeah.
It's like he's a womanizer, he's treating women. That's how he's treating women, bro. And that's the main thing. How he's treating women. And like he ain't forcing nobody to do nothing. Because the broads doing it, they either doing it for money or they doing it or for the type of position, and then they getting jealous. I'm gonna tell you, they was jealous of Young Miami, bro.
Yeah, but she said she Googled the cuck and that he came up as him. Like, I was like, oh man.
What?
This shit, you gotta go read the transcripts, bro. It's nasty work, man.
She Googled like it was. Hold on. She Googled the what?
She Googled like what he got going on, and then she was like, "If voyeurist popped up," and then she said she Googled something else, and cuck came up, cuckold or whatever, and he was she called him he was bi, but he wanted to do bi shit, gay shit, but he was.
Who said that? Young Miami said that?
Nah, Jane, that's on the stand. But he was using her to do it because he was scared to go through with it. Some crazy shit. There's a lot going on, man. But I want to keep this about Jeezy Moola and Chinaman.
Blade Lockian.
He was a super he was a watcher, boy. Like he was a watcher. That's why he was talking to Fab. He was talking to Fab. He probably wanted Fab to come in and gun something down while he was watching type shit. He was on some.
I want to know who the rapper is that went to the party had the private jet. You say it could be Ye or Rick Ross? Ross got a private jet. Ye had one too.
They saying
the rapper and his girlfriend. So that meant it had to be Kim if it was Ye.
I know.
Huh?
I don't know. That's what they saying. But we out here though, man. Polo Batty Bills. Follow on Instagram. I'm going up over there, man. Tap in. I was in there live that night. Shout out. Oh, he said Batty interview Kyle was legendary. Yeah, we might re-release that. Or you might feel me. But we out here, man. Shout out to Batty Bills, Paul Robles, Number CV, man. Shout out to y'all too. Hit the like button on the way. Shout out to Coco Bread too on the super chat. Hit the like button on the way out, man. It's free.
I think I just heard it come out of 50s.
Yeah,
that's an incredible statement. It's not quite saying that.
I did it again.
Hey, this big company.
Whew, I did it again, y'all.